Hey guys, tonight's movie review is for Let's Be Cops, starring Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr. Little bit about this movie. Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr., they play these two 30-something-year-old guys in LA who are roommates. They kind of haven't grown up and done very much with their lives. And near the beginning of the movie, they go to a school reunion. And Jake Johnson's character decides, like, hey, let's dress up in these cop costumes and go to the reunion. They get there and they find out it is a masquerade party. But they decide, let's just take these costumes and go out on the street and have a little bit of fun. And they go out on the streets of LA, and not only do the civilians think they are cops, other cops think they're cops. And so Jake Johnson's character, he decides, like, that was cool. Let's take it a step further. And he buys this used cop car off of eBay, and they just, start going around town, answering different, like, cop calls. At one point they answer a domestic violence call and just start kind of like having fun playing out being cops. And in the process of doing that, they step into this like local mob ring that's going on, where the mob is kind of strong arming these local restaurants and local businesses and using them to help transport illegal goods. And so it goes from them kind of playing pretend, playing cops, to being stuck in the middle of a real dangerous case. And kind of, are they going to run and be like, dude, we were just playing around? Or are they going to step up and get involved in what's going on? So that's basically what the movie's about. The two of them, Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr., in this movie, I thought that they did a decent job. Um, I didn't like that a lot of times they were kind of over the top in certain scenes. Like, there's a moment where something is funny, and then when it's extended too long, it's not really funny anymore. And they had quite a few scenes where that kind of happened. Their characters were over the top, or they took something a little too far. In fact, the two of them are also on a show, New Girl, and I feel the same way about that show. There are some scenes or some storylines that are funny, but a lot of it is kind of taken over the top, or just to like, it's bizarre and it's not funny anymore. And their characters in this kind of reminded me of the same type of characters that they play in New Girl. They definitely weren't stretching too much. It was almost like taking those characters and putting them in a full-length movie. And the movie itself was also kind of like that show. It kind of was scatterbrained and everywhere. It was a cop comedy, like, directed by an ADHD kid. Like, it didn't know where it was going. It was like, storyline would kind of make sense, and then squirrel, like, I don't know. And there were, like, all of this kind of storyline that was not very tied together was interrupted by these scenes that were, like, legitimately funny. There were some times where there was a chuckle or a laugh, but the movie itself, I just don't think it was put together very well. It was pretty forgettable. I would give this movie a C minus. It doesn't really stack up among the other, like, comedies of the summer. I don't think that with all the competition that we have in the coming weeks, I don't think it's really going to do too much. It's definitely more of a red box or watching on TV. Definitely wouldn't want to spend the big movie bucks on this one. And that's pretty much all I got. It's a C minus for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe below. And I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks so much.